Alright, now let's look at this. We need to apply a programmatic transformation to fill missing values in the specified column with a default integer of 0. Option A says dataframe.na.fill. Identifying only one correct function neglects the officially supported alias that performs the exact same programmatic operation. Incorrect. Option B. If you want the PDF version of this course, please enroll in Diamond membership or above by clicking the join button now. Once enrolled, please connect and inbox me on LinkedIn at the rate of CloudGuru Amit or Instagram at the rate of Amit Physique. I'll be glad to help you out with the PDF version of this course and hands-on files if available for this course. Says dataframe.na fill. Executing dataframe.na fill triggers an unresolved attribute exception because the PySpark API lacks any such method. Will delete it. Option C. Pointing exclusively to the alias overlooks the primary namespace command built for the identical structural process. Wrong answer. We are left out with option D. It is dataframe.na.fill and dataframe.fillNA. So both dataframe.na fill and dataframe.na act as a perfectly interchangeable built-in PySpark functions designed to safely replace null entries. Let's lock option D as the right answer. Alrighty, now let's look at this. We need to perform a broadcast join using the key column store ID. Option A, broadcasting the larger data frame employees df is inefficient and not the intended use of broadcast joins. Incorrect. Option B, broadcasting the result of the join is invalid and doesn't optimize execution. Will reject it. Option C, broadcasting the larger data frame, that is employees df, causes performance issues. Incorrect. Option D, broadcasting the smaller data frame, that is stores df, ensures efficient join with the larger data frame employees df. Looks good. We'll lock option D as the right answer. Okay, we need to identify which statement about nodes in the deployment setup is incorrect. Option A says Spark driver runs on its own node without executors. The driver runs on its own node without executors, which is a valid behavior in cluster mode. Incorrect. Option B, executors run inside worker nodes to process tasks, which correctly describes cluster mode. Incorrect. Now option C, executors and nodes can differ in count due to flexible allocation, which is an accurate statement. Again, so this is out. Now we are left out with option D. It says a single node contain both the Spark driver and all executors. In cluster mode, the driver doesn't share the same node with executors. It runs separately, right? So this statement is a deployment setup is incorrect. Hence the right answer. We'll lock it. All right, now let's look at this scenario where we need to calculate the mean of square feet column and return a new data frame where value is stored in a column name named square feet mean. So option A, with column function expects a column expression, not an aggregate function, so it fails. Incorrect. Option B, call sqft dot mean function is invalid syntax since mean function is not a method of column, will delete it. Option C, mean square feet works, but without column function it is less explicit and not the most accurate form. Incorrect. Now, option D basically uses dot aggregate with mean column square feet to correctly compute the average and store it as square feet mean. Looks good. Option D is the right answer. All right. Now let's look at this. So here we need to find out the exact code block writes data frame stores df, which is here somewhat, to file path as text files, overriding any existing files in that location. Option A, passing the configuration arguments inside the base write property violates the syntactic rules of the data frame writer API. Wrong answer. Option B says stores df.write.mode override.text file path. Chaining the mode override configuration before invoking the dedicated text function format successfully satisfies both the storage behavior and the precise file type requirements. Let's keep it. Option C, invoking the generic path function without defining an output format leaves the execution engine unable to guarantee the output saves as text. Wrong answer. Option D, supplying the format and save behavior as string arguments into the generic option method creates an invalid configuration sequence that fails to execute. We'll delete it. Option B is the right answer. So please don't go away. Let's meet in next part of this series. If you want the PDF version of this course, please enroll in Diamond membership or above by clicking the join button now. Once enrolled, please connect and inbox me on LinkedIn @CloudGuruAmit or Instagram @AmitPhysique. I'll be glad to help you out with the PDF version of this course and hands-on files if available for this course. Thank you so much for watching this video.